What's up everybody, Oliver James here. Welcome to the Oliver James WWE YouTube show. I am going to give you my thoughts on tonight's Monday Night Raw, what I want to happen and what I think will happen with the feuds that are starting to happen, like the John Cena Dean Ambrose feud, the Big Show and Rusev feud, which I will go into more in depth in all of these soon, what I want to happen with some of the WWE superstars, and what I think could be next for Brock Lesnar and his WWE World Championship. Right, I'm going to start with John Cena Dean Ambrose. I personally, my favourite WWE superstar will have to be John Cena himself. I love John Cena, I've loved him ever since he has come to the WWE, but I like the so-called lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose. I like Ambrose as well, but in my opinion, it is weird making two faces face off against each other at Hell in a Cell. John Cena versus Dean Ambrose. It is a no-holds-barred contract on a pole match. The first man who gets the contract on the pole will face Seth Rollins at the same night at Hell in a Cell inside a Hell in a Cell, which I hope it's John Cena, but I think it will be Dean Ambrose, and then I think Seth Rollins will be Dean Ambrose. But I do think it is a silly thing to do, is a face-on-face rivalry, but yeah, it could turn out to be good. I don't think John Cena and Dean Ambrose will actually hate each other after the rivalry. I think they will still be good friends. They can still co-align and become a good thing. It all started with obviously Seth Rollins taking out Dean Ambrose a few months ago, giving him the curb stomp onto some cylinder bricks. Then obviously at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns was meant to face against Seth Rollins, but Roman Reigns had to go into emergency surgery 2 days a day before, or the night before, so that match got cancelled. Seth Rollins was declared the winner. Dean Ambrose came back and attacked him. And then that same night, John Cena had Brock Lesnar beat, hit him with 4 attitude adjustments, had him beat. Seth Rollins came in, hit him with a briefcase. Cena won via disqualification. Seth Rollins curb stomped Brock Lesnar, went to cash in, but John Cena stopped him. Ever since then, John Cena and Dean Ambrose have wanted him. They will not get him lightly, will they? So yeah. So whoever wins that match at Hell in a Cell gets Seth Rollins. Big Show versus Rusev tonight on Monday Night Raw. As if you watched the 15th annual SmackDown on Friday night, Rusev literally asked Big Show that he wanted to face Big Show this Monday Night on Raw, and I presume that Big Show accepted. Okay, I do think the whole suspending him over the flag thing, okay, probably fair. I didn't see any offence to it, but there probably was offence to it. Which, okay, Big Show, silly boy. Come on, how can you keep Rusev's unbeaten run going? Mark Henry would have beaten him. If you're talking real life, Mark Henry would beat him. Big Show would just go get the best bang, knock him straight out, WMD, put by Rusev. But no. I do think Rusev will either win or Big Show will win via disqualification. But what did the WWE have to do? Big Show got suspended. Rusev seemed all, la la la, there's no Big Show. Or as Lana would say, there's no Big Show. Americans are a joke. Rush is brilliant. So what did WWE have to do? They had to bring back the People's Champion, The Rock. Usually I would say that in a happy voice. But recently, The Rock has come back to the WWE, trying to make a name for himself, trying to win all these titles. He won it for, 2-3 months, then John Cena beat him. WrestleMania, now they're 1-1, Cena Rock. But yeah, ever since Cena, Rock has tried to come back and make a name for himself, I just haven't really been fond of it. But I did like the promo, it was good. Rock laid the smackdown on his ass, got Rusev angry, who literally decimated Ziggler on SmackDown, and then wanted that match with Big Show. My final big talking point is, what is next for Brock Lesnar? He beat Cena twice, well once when Cena won, but via disqualification, so he retained it twice. One day I reckon it will be Roman Reigns. my opinion, I would love to see Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. All I want is Randy Orton to turn face, turn against the Authority, ever since he has become the Authority's bitch. Ever since, like, Seth Rollins has turned his back on the Shield, joined the Authority. Literally, Randy Orton has been WWE's bitch, near enough. You know, and Randy Orton has even said that he doesn't like that, and he's getting fed up with it. Picking up from where, picking up from where Rollins left off from, obviously, from what Rollins does, picking up Rollins' mess. He doesn't like it, it's not really fair on him. Kane doesn't mind, obviously. Kane loves destruction, so hopefully Orton does turn it. But who do I think is next? I just don't reckon they will have that match, have a title match at Hell in a Cell. I reckon the main event will be whoever wins. Cena, Ambrose will play Rollins. I would love to see Sheamus Lesnar. Broke it from Sheamus Lesnar's alcohol. Sheamus wins the WWE World Championship. Yes, that's what I'd love. But I'd also love Orton to turn face again. Brilliant. But yeah, that's all I've got for now. Until I find out more tonight, Monday Night Raw, which I will obviously put up my my prediction, my review from Monday Night Raw. Yeah. So until then, this is a thing that will happen every Monday. Just stay tuned for the next episode of Oliver James's WWE YouTube show. This is episode 1. Mind out for episode 2 next week, where I will hopefully have a wider talking point. Until then, you know. But also stay tuned onto my YouTube page, where I will have the review to Monday Night Raw, and then I will have my review for SmackDown, and hopefully a wider view on what I think could go on to next week's show. And if you have any comments in the comment box on what you want to be put on to the show next week, just tell me in the comments. In the comments below. I am Oliver James, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Please watch and stay tuned, and remember, if you want to subscribe. If you have any comments about the show, how you think it can improve, if it's good or not, and whatever you want to be put on the show from the WWE, just let me know, and I will do it. I will say whatever you want to say about the WWE. If you think it's a travesty, I'll say, well, this guy thinks it's a travesty, or this guy thinks that Daniel. Well, I got a few comments about what my opinion of Daniel Bryan or Cesaro, honestly, blah blah blah. I will say it. Just voice your comments in the comments box. And yeah, and I have been your host, Oliver James. Stay tuned for the Raw review and for episode number 2. I've been Oliver James. Have a good week. I love you all. Peace out.